Hello. Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your... Mine doesn't do it, I need to empty mine. Is this thing on?
Is this thing on?
Welcome to another Ginwag. I've got a special guest. I was going to say this season.
This season?
Am I okay? So introduce yourself.
Yes, my name is... It's already started. I go by WeeScottishLass on YouTube. You can call me Moscow, but Tammy is my real name and everybody kind of knows it.
I know.
Everybody
When did you
knows
start using Tammy?
I think it slipped out in a couple of videos and then people started leaving me comments with Tammy and then it was like, whatever.
That's my name.
That's it.
Don't wear it out.
It's the name.
So if you don't know what a Ginwag is, it's where I try different Scottish gins. Speaking of, I have this one here. It's McLean's gin. Something Blue.
Oh.
Craft 56, they're a company dedicated to promoting Scottish drinks and they have a bottle shop and they kindly sent me this little McLean's gin. I've never tried McLean's in my life.
Oh really?
Right.
That's a very generous helping.
That's not too bad. That's not even 2 fingers worth. Look.
That's a lot for me. I don't drink.
True. I'm leading Tammy astray a little bit today. So yeah, really a Ginwag is just talking absolute crap with guests. Me and Tammy are going to talk about some different wee things. I'm intrigued by this gin first.
Yeah.
Here goes.
Okay.
Good. It's quite nice, yeah?
Yeah?
It is florally.
Is it?
Floral. It tastes like something
Like a
blue.
good florally.
Tastes like marriage.
Oh god.
So how do we know each other then? That was actually one of the questions on my... I asked questions on Instagram and somebody actually asked how we know each other. Do you want to take this or will it?
I guess.
Oh yeah, it's a bit of a good story.
It's a strange one, isn't it? Because I already knew of you because I was doing similar content and we'd reached out, me and Sean and I, because Sean and I had met up already and we'd been reaching out to you.
This makes me look like such a cow.
Not at all. Not at all. We didn't understand the full picture at the time and we'd been trying to reach out to you. We were like, do you want to do a collab? Do you want to meet up? And I remember at first I was firing ideas. I think it was over Twitter. It was like a Disney quiz or like, and then you were like, oh well, I don't really like Disney. I don't. Then I was like, what do you want to do?
She's a liar.
No, and I was just like coming up. I was like, well, we could like meet up and do something that you want to do, and we never got a lot back. But eventually, when we did meet, it was like we understood.
Yeah, I'm terrified of people. We will talk about this later in the video, but I'm always quite scared to meet new people and anxiety is like a big thing. So I wanted to meet you, but I didn't want to be like, yeah, let's meet up, and then just not follow through with it. Yeah.
Because even when we met you, so we met you like in probably the worst environment actually, because it was when you were going to do the panel.
Oh my god, yeah! Oh my god, and I was a mess. Like I met you, I showed up, you were out, thankfully Tammy came outside to meet me because I didn't know what was going on. And I was like lost, I couldn't find the right door, mind. I was like pushing all the doors like I can't get in.
I was like, don't worry, I'm coming.
I was wearing a khaki shirt and I was far too warm and I started sweating through my shirt because I was on this panel and I was so nervous because I don't do public speaking. You know this, I don't do public speaking, and I was too nervous to speak and I started profusely sweating. I had to change my clothes and that was my first time meeting them, so they got the best first impression ever.
we understood exactly why.
You were like,
we were like, oh, we get it, we understand now.
This is why.
We understand. we can empathise, but yeah, it was because you were running off to the bathroom as well.
Oh my god, I didn't
you were like changing your and peeing, changing your top, and we were like, oh, what can we do to make things better for her? Me and Sean were just like, what can we do? And then I was like, try and like turn any excitement, and you're like, how?
I was terrified. It was, oh my god, that's the scariest thing ever. And then you and Sean absolutely nailed it. Tammy and Sean both did talks on...
I did like a workshop-y thing.
Yours was Vlogging 101.
Yeah.
They were both amazing, but I was like, oh my god, how? I think, was I on the panel first?
No, we went.
I was in the afternoon.
Yeah, because that was part of the issue, was that you didn't get to rip the band-aid off fast. That was part of it. You were building it up more throughout the day.
But Tammy's kind of used to, you're kind of used to talking
That's my job.
in front of people.
Yeah.
So what do you do anyway?
So I'm a trainer. I work for an entertainment company, and my job is when new people are coming into the business, I train them. Sometimes it could be for like 4 weeks, sometimes it could be for 5 or 6 weeks, but for their full time they're in a room with me getting trained, and then I unleash them into the business. I'm like, be gone my children, you have been trained. Yeah, pretty much, yeah, it's pretty much it. But I've got to a point where I've trained like over like 400 people, but
Jesus.
every single time you go to a new group you always get like a little bit of the butterflies still, because at the back of my head there's like somebody knocking saying like anxiety's knocking going, you're the sole person that's going to be responsible for these people starting their jobs and their livelihood. If you fuck up, you're fucking up their livelihood.
That's
and
true.
I've got like that knocking at the back of my head, but I've learned to just sort of kick that door and tape it and like,
Yeah, quite right.
that's
Quite
pretty much
right.
it. So yeah, I'm used to being in front of people.
I know that it was so good, but
And you were so good as well. She was brilliant. She was so good, and you could tell she was a bit nervous. But
I was listening. I had my bottle in my hands. I was doing this the entire time, and I had no idea there was a free bar. I wish somebody told me that at the beginning. So how long have you been on YouTube? Hello.
outtakes.
My throat's like, tell me.
I don't know, about 2014 I believe, so about 5 years, but seriously been doing it about 4.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And do you see much of a difference from when you started to now, like with YouTube as a whole?
I have lighting. Oh right. The big difference for me is I've got lighting, but YouTube's gone through like ups and downs and trips and troughs, but I think, yeah, the big one is that longer videos now seem to be doing well, whereas back when I first started, shorter videos done really well. So like your 5-minute videos were what you wanted because people would watch them and consume them on their breaks at lunches, and now it's like anything over 10 minutes is doing really well, and that's what YouTube seems to be pushing for.
I know, but it's like this algorithm's like the bloody Da Vinci Code. It's like, how do you actually... You can't figure it out. It's just, it's very difficult.
It is
YouTube's
impossible.
very different, yeah.
It is impossible.
And like the changes in how it used to be sort of the vlog style, the old vlog style's coming back.
Yeah.
Almost like the kind of not as polished and professional type videos are starting to do better now as well, and Sean was talking about that.
Right.
I'm sure, I can't remember which video or if it was on Instagram or what, but he was talking about how he's trying to kind of go back to that a little bit.
Right.
With the sit down chat.
The thing is as well is that for us this is all still very much a hobby, isn't it? It's not really, we're not doing this to be professional vloggers, we're doing this as like a side thing, and hey, it makes some money. Yeah. Great, you know what I mean? Then that allows us to buy more camera equipment, lighting, that kind of stuff. And
Patreon.
Yeah.
That's a big thing now. Tammy introduced me to Patreon.
And now she's on Patreon.
And now I'm on Patreon.
Make sure. There'll be links in the video description.
So how would you describe your channel? We've not even talked about your channel.
It's pretty, I would say it's similar. I've got similar connotations to yours, so the Scottish route, but also I've started doing more geeky videos as well, so videos like which is good because it's getting into your kind of what I like. And then also I've started doing little, what would you call it, like scenes I guess, with like I'll start chatting to the character and then England will pop up, and there's like a chat between me and England, this character that I've created, and then eventually Scotland will be joining us, and so we talk about whatever. But I mean they are racist characters, just so that we're clear. Like I'm taking the establishment of England and putting it
pure
purely
stereotypes.
And I'll do that with Scotland too. So
So where do you see your channel going? Like what do you? That's a very difficult question, but I never know what to say with someone else.
I have no idea. Look, Gin, no.
I keep doing that action and it's not good to do on camera. What did I do earlier? It was like, no, I said something like, we'll need to drink lots of water in between. No one gets that. No one gets
It was two at the same time. I was
two at the same time. Oh dear. I get to see Tammy's flat.
Yeah.
I'm staying here tonight.
I know, she's staying over in the guest room.
Sleepover.
Yeah. I know.
But you know how I was saying how you see this background in our videos, but then like I can actually see it and it's like, it's mental. Sorry, I put eyeing up that chicken there. I was like,
what chicken? Oh yeah.
The actual chicken.
I was like, where's the chicken in back? It's like, when did I get chicken? Oh my god.
Talking of the anxiety thing, like you're swiftly moving on from YouTube.
Let's go.
that these Ginwags are always a total
shambles. Yeah,
chaos,
it's good.
yeah.
That's the best videos. That's
exactly.
What you want.
So, sorry, it sounded like you were talking on the microphone there. Hello.
Is it me you're looking for?
I can see it in your. Mine doesn't do it. I need to empty mine. Right, tell me when.
Like
Stop.
pretty much. That's fine. It's different.
You prefer that one?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm quite open about anxiety on my channel, and I talk about it fairly often-ish. Mentioned it quite a lot. But what I didn't realise before, I don't know if we mentioned it. I don't know if we mentioned it at that panel thing that we did when I found out that you had anxiety, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Because you would
everybody's
have
is
no
different.
idea.
Everybody's is different, isn't
Totally
it?
different.
You should see if you were here the first week I'd moved into this place by myself. You'd seen me then. I know the gas. I'm like, oh. But if you'd seen like me after the week I moved in here, the anxiety I had then was really bad. Yeah. Anything big life altering things is what really hits for me. So big life changes. So moving in here by myself that whole week I was practically inconsolable.
Wow.
And then like when I went to Boston by myself, like the nights leading up to the flight out to that, I was freaking out. And then I thought Japan was going to be another one. So in preparation, like for like 3 or 4 months leading up to Japan, I was doing my Headspace app every night. And it helped massively.
Really?
Yeah, huge difference.
Oh my God.
To the point that I didn't even feel anxiety at all. The only time I got it was when we actually landed in Japan and I got into the hotel room, because by that point I was so mentally and physically exhausted that I couldn't keep up with the thoughts in my head. And so that's when I got a bit of anxiety, was when I was there. But then the next day, like we woke up, we got food, we were on Japan's time and we were fine after that. So yeah.
And how does your
How does it manifest?
How does your anxiety manifest itself?
The good thing is I've actually had I was diagnosed with my anxiety disorder when I was about 10 years old or 11 years old, so I was really young, which is actually an advantage. It wasn't back then, but now I'm like, because I know instantly when it's going to happen.
Right.
I can feel it. And usually I can put a stop to most attacks before they even become a thing. Like it'll be a thought in my head or something will happen and I would just go, ha ha ha, no, it's anxiety.
Not today.
Stop banging at that door, you ain't getting through. So I could usually do stuff to stop it.
Yeah.
But mine will manifest itself, if I can catch it early enough, it's thoughts that just go unchecked at the back of my head. And
That's intrusive thoughts?
Very
or
thought.
Just like...
No, it's like, well yeah, I suppose, yeah, you could probably call them that. It'll be like...
That's so interesting.
It'll be like constantly going over something.
Right.
That. But if I don't catch them early enough and they keep going, then eventually I get the heart increasing.
So when did you learn to be able to stop it?
This is where it gets really interesting, because we've got two extremes. You've got, right now I feel like we are as a society, and you know, people could shoot me down for this, but as a society we are coddling sometimes a little bit too much in the mental health region, and I feel like stress is healthy. We need stress, and we need to be able to live and be able to deal with and cope with certain amounts of stress, because that is life. So if you think about when we were cavemen, you'd be running away from danger, you'd be hunting your food, you know, there would always be a stress.
Yeah.
There was always something. To not have any stress can make things worse for you. I think can make your mental health even worse. But I feel like now, because we're becoming this nation of like, oh, everybody's got mental health, instead of being like, everybody's got mental health, great, let's help each other overcome it, we're being like, everybody's got mental health, nobody has to do anything because you've got mental health. And it's like, well, no, that's not how a society can function. We need to be like, right, okay, well, you can't do that, but I can do it. But I can't do this, but you can, you know what I mean? Like, help each other, and then maybe help each other get through things.
Yeah.
Where was I going with this?
I don't know.
What's the original question? I don't even remember.
It was how do you know when to
Stop the thoughts. Yeah. So I was raised on the other extreme, that instead of being allowed to just sit in my anxiety and then letting it totally manifest itself, my mum was very much you're getting thrown out of the house. Like, if you can't deal with this kind of shit, you're getting chucked out, you're going to live in the street. So I had to learn to deal with my anxiety because of those kinds of threats. So I dealt with mine in a very stressful way.
Oh my god.
So because of that, I had a foot right up my arse. But for some reason that worked for me. That, and also the education of how your mind actually works, and how like constant thoughts throughout your life creates these neurological pathways, and if you want to strip them back, you have to reprogram exactly how your brain thinks, and that doesn't happen with one meditation session or one one chat to a therapist one evening. That takes years.
A lot of work.
You have to break down all the way that you've thought your whole life. You have to break that whole thing down, and then you're reprogramming your mind from scratch. And you always have to be aware that you can slip back the way. You need to constantly,
and that'll happen, and that's normal for that to happen.
But yeah, I can't recommend apps like Headspace and that enough. But you've had a really good year though this year, haven't you? That one of your posts that you put on, was it on Instagram or something?
Maybe. Follow me on Instagram. At Beauty. Yeah, I just feel this year my anxieties just went right down.
That's good though.
Like that, like in a good way. I mean, it's decreased a lot. This year I did a workshop with a bunch of kids, and normally that's something that would absolutely terrify me, but it was fine. It was absolutely fine. I wasn't even that nervous before it, whereas I thought originally that I would have the same sort of nervousness as I did that time when we did the panel thing. So that's a huge plus, because I never thought that would ever happen. Yeah, it's been amazing.
That's one of my other bits of advice is for people that suffer anxiety, is always do the thing that scares you.
Yeah, I had to force myself to do everything. You just have to push yourself to do things. For me, I found that I kept doing that, but it wasn't really, I still found myself terrified each time. Something changed, and
the reprogramming, the rewiring of your brain is potentially...
I don't know, it's very strange. Like the whole story that, did you read the thing?
I read it. I read.
Bit crazy, like the whole Irish, they go to Ireland and that women in Ireland. I mean, I don't know if I believe in that, but that basically the story is I made a video.
I think it was you.
I made a video about it. I went on a solo road trip to Ireland, and I went to near Dublin to meet Sarah Courtney. That we did a Ginwag as well, and went down to Kerry. Stayed in the middle of nowhere in Kerry with a woman who said she was psychic. She didn't say she was psychic, but it came out eventually after like talking. She stayed in the middle of nowhere, and she rescued animals, and she stayed with it was like 9 cats and 4 dogs and 2 horses. It was amazing, and the place was spotless. Like, she didn't, like, the animals didn't come into your kind of quarters. It was amazing. And yeah, we sat and talked for hours over breakfast, and she's like a spiritual healer,
right?
And don't know what happened there. I hadn't even brought up I have IBS, and I hadn't even brought that up or anything, and my stomach had been pretty good that holiday, so it's not as if she would have heard me in it, in the toilet. And I remember her saying, like, you can sort that stomach problem out, and I was like, what? And she was like, it's all linked. She said that, and how you're feeling in your head, it's all linked. And I was like,
so your anxiety's triggering your IBS?
Yeah.
Vice versa.
And that makes sense, because anytime I was nervous and I was running to the toilet every 2 seconds.
That's a common side effect.
And now I do feel like my IBS is better. Like, I do feel like I don't have as many issues with it now. Yeah, it was very strange, but I had this weird moment with her when we're sitting talking about something completely normal, and all of a sudden I started crying out of nowhere, like proper crying, and she was in the kitchen. And she came out the kitchen and she was crying as well. And it was as if like we both it was this weird connection, right? I know this sounds mad. This weird connection where we both just started crying, and it was almost like a release. And that's what it felt like. It felt like all my problems were just like pouring out. And I'm not even joking, I was fine after that. I'm a huge skeptic, and I don't even know when someone says they're psychic or anything, I'm like, alright, okay, so here you are. I'm always like, I feel like obviously there are way more fakes than there are like real ones, if you believe in that kind of thing, which I still don't know if I do properly, but yeah, can't explain that. But I'm fine now, I feel fine. Obviously I do get wee bouts of anxiety here and there, but
nothing
since
like
then, nothing like I did.
Well, maybe now's the ideal opportunity then to start doing Headspace or doing a meditation type thing, and then you can maintain it, or get better.
Can only get better.
Things can only get better.
I used to sing that constantly as a kid.
It's a great song.
Is it Dream or Dream?
No fucking.
Is there anything else you want to say about anxiety, or I can't even remember where we were.
No,
There was too many W's in that
me.
sentence.
I think that was us. We were good. They were good.
No, I actually don't feel that bad. Yeah, no. Slightly tipsy, but not too bad. I'm gonna get my water as well. I have a big, massive.
She's got the most ridiculous water bottle. It's like the size of her head.
It's way bigger than my head.
Yeah.
I'm like, how big do you think my head is? Anyway, so we're gonna stop talking now because we have other videos to film. But I hope you enjoyed the video, the Ginwag with Tammy, and definitely go and check out our channel. You can follow me on all my social media, and Tammy will link everything down below. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.
Cool. Good.
Cool. I'm gonna pee.
Right. All right.
As usual. Always.